This is Jenna Kanell from Terrifier, Faceless After Dark, and Renfield, and you are listening to Slasher's Podcast. Slut.
So, ladies and gentlemen, while Lance is looking for his notes,
I already found them.
you found everything?
I hope
Yeah.
everybody has their Halloween decorations up because I was late in doing mine, so there shouldn't be an excuse for anybody else not to have theirs.
Yeah,
Um,
you
I
went to town
I did.
in the video.
It looks really
Mm.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Adam, well, see, there is a little bit of discourse in my household because Adam, who is my husband slash partner, everybody, he wanted to do scary, but he's always busy, so I'm usually the one that decorates. And I think I told this story before. I have like the aesthetic of like a preschool teacher decorating her classroom for Halloween. I just like cute stuff.
So
Um, n- no, it's a little more kitschy with like gnomes and stuff. I like the vintage, like the ghost and the little gravestones and stuff. But like nothing. I mean, I have two kids, and as we learned a couple weeks ago, one of them isn't the bravest. And so, but Adam one day was just like, I want to do scary. So I said, okay, let's go. So we went to Home Depot. We bought this weird corpse thing that has like an evil face and the eyes light up. And we bought heavy duty gravestones because my mom gave me, my mom has a husband, like a newer husband that doesn't really like her to decorate. So she gave me, because my mom has like a pretty sinister taste in things, which is where I get it from. So she gave me this huge, it was like $300 gravestone that has like a skeleton popping out of it. It's like glittery and it like looks really cool. So I bought some
yeah.
lesser expensive ones to go around it. But I'll probably post it online somewhere as long as I make sure my address isn't showing. But yeah, send us your Halloween decor, whether indoor or outdoor, and we will love it or tell you it looks like shit. Start over and do it again.
I'm luckily I live in one of those kind of neighborhoods where like the people up front go all fucking out.
Oh yeah, I was in your neighborhood around Halloweenish last year because I remember people were pulling stuff out already. You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
the gay neighbors that do a lot, and I don't remember why we were there. I go there so much, who knows?
yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
No, but it was kind of funny because it was like they do so much up there. Like I was talking to my neighbor, and he's like, yeah, I feel like they do it all for us. So why even bother when they get back to here? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
and they're in the front, so it's like
yeah, yeah.
in and out.
They're doing it for all of us. So who gives a shit?
I know. And
Like,
Ade's apartment is decorated like Halloween all year round. So you just put something on the door frame to really solidify it.
I change everything up for every holiday. So I decorate for Halloween in August. So there's that. And I change out my shower curtain and it's
Yes.
Halloween. I change out the rug and the little topper on the top of the toilet lid. And then
Hmm.
I've got my gnomes in the hallway and my cute little mat. But I have a gnome mat in the house by the sliding glass door. And while I was away this weekend,
mm.
Stella decided to throw up all over the mat and specifically threw up on the gnome.
Oh, your JD Vance mat for 4th of July. Just kidding.
No. It's a happy harvest mat. And it has a fall gnome on it. And
She said, I'll show you
he's
how
holding
I
a
feel about this.
pumpkin. I know, Stella. Like
Well,
what
it's
the
time for you to get a
hell?
new one. It's probably too old. Um, but I know we're going to get into the rigmarole of what we've seen or what we've been doing lately that's been horror related. And I think I'm about to make a really bad decision that people can threaten to call Child Protective Services on me for.
Dude,
Um,
go on.
after spending the last 2 months in what is it? Indoctrinated? No, I don't know the word. Aid probably knows. She's not telling me. Uh, inundated.
And
Okay.
I would help you if I knew what the context was, but anyways,
The
continue.
faces you two both made. It was like, how dare you? How dare you?
I know. It was like the vibes were offended, not the words. Um, so after being inundated for the past 2 months with Terrifier stuff and seeing these families come up to the table with kids like four, like this is his favorite movie, and I'm like, oh God. Olivia has asked to watch Terrifier. Olivia is my more horror fanatic child of the two. Um, and for a split moment, I thought maybe if I tell her to cover her face, obviously, the bisecting part and but see, the problem is I don't remember. There's a lot of parts that she probably shouldn't watch, and I don't remember exactly when they all are. And is hearing it also just as bad as watching it? So I don't know. She wants to see it because she
What
knows
if
about Jenna.
what if you do All Hallows Eve? Because that's a little bit
That's
less.
worse.
You think so?
It's very short, but at the end, the girl has her breast removed and the word cunt carved into her stomach.
I mean, that is true.
I don't think that's better.
But comparatively to the first one, where Catherine's getting cut from like her hoo-ha.
But at least I know like when that's happening, I could say, don't look at that. And then like, but I'm also trying to think, I mean, it's pretty violent and gross, but I don't know if there's anything that's like absolutely don't want. I mean, obviously the second one, no. But the bedroom scene, no.
I was gonna say, like, geez,
Yeah, we're not gonna go there yet. Um, but I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it by myself and then write down timestamps, and then I'll edit it to a 15-minute video. And
just give her a short version of the movie.
yeah, and then Jenna. Oh, never mind. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Terrifier, don't listen. Say, and then it ends with just Jenna getting shot in the face, and the credits come up.
The end.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do one of those things where you go, all right, before we do this, we're gonna do a little FaceTime. This is Jenna.
Yeah, she is alive and
Still
well.
alive. These are movies.
I don't know, Mikey. I think you should just save yourself the trouble. No, she can't watch it. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna say
I,
Tia Aid said.
I don't think, because like for me, I don't care. Like for me, I watched so many movies as a kid growing up, but I never, like, things I should not have been watching, but I never saw anything quite like that.
And look how you turned out.
She's fine.
See?
And I don't like the he's scary. Like,
Yeah.
Art is really scary, and I don't think she's gonna walk away like, like how Chucky's scary, but he's like, you can laugh at him.
Yeah.
Like, we laugh at Art because we're adults and we understand like this is fake. Like, we know like the beauty of it is that it's practical effects, right? But I don't know if children are able to discern between that. And it's, I don't know. Like, I don't know like what a teacher would say if your kid went to school and said, I watched Terrifier. Like,
Okay, so this is different because she's the teacher, but one of Olivia's teachers who I love, shout out Miss Timmons. Um, she
Miss T.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She looks like Katie Siegel. Is that the wife of Michael
Flanagan, yeah.
Flanagan? Yeah,
Mhm.
she looks just like her. Beautiful
Aw.
woman. And I didn't know she liked horror movies until last year. She was like, y'all saw Terrifier 3, I think. And I was like, yeah. She's like, I had to go by myself to watch it because no one wanted to watch it with me. And then we started talking. And I was like, oh, snap. And I started noticing she had like, she kind of dresses like you a little bit with like a little bit of horror flair in her teacher stuff. But
Aw.
I have a new hot take for Terrifier, if y'all are ready. Just because Terrifier is kind of like my part-time job now. It's just always around me. I think this is my hot take that I realized today. Terrifier suffers from its fan base because if as the movie by itself, I'm just talking about the first one, as the movie by itself, it actually can be seen as like a pretty serious, like no throwaway kills. The music's great, like just a lot of really good aspects of the film. But because we have a lot of fans that are like, oh, that naked chick gets split in half. That's so cool. It kind of dumbs down the movie when it really isn't that dumb to begin with.
Hmm.
Well,
I mean, here's my thing to this is I mean, I think the reason Terrifier came back, like, or kind of brought horror back, or Art the Clown as a certain thing, you took away kind of like the commentary, kind of like the Freddy, because I mean, Freddy's known for being like word, kind of cursing vomit type of style of a like a 15-year-old, and also a file. Then you got Chucky, like a child, you know what I mean? I'm just saying in the sense of that, but I mean, it's like it was the first time bringing back kind of like the classic idea of boobs and naked women, kind of in a certain sense, but then also keeping the real classic new idea of a final girl, which is a badass chick who's not gonna fucking take your shit. She's not gonna just die. You know what I mean? So it's almost like this combination of both.
Well, she did. Um, but I get what you're saying. But that was just like a little hot take, which is probably not very nice of me to say. But after hearing so many people talk about the movie, I'm like, you really just took that one part of the movie and ran with it. There's a lot more the movie has to offer.
That's right, because
Um,
you're gonna do Catherine this year too, right? So it's kind of
yeah,
like,
we combined them.
yeah.
Nevertheless, the thing that I didn't want to talk about is I saw Good Boy. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, how was it?
It was great. Might be my top contender of the year just because it's so. I was watching it and I was like, I'm just so happy to see something different
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we all watch these horror movies and it's like blah blah blah. I won't say much because I don't want to. There's not like anything to ruin, but I don't want anybody to be um influenced by anything I say. But it's 115. It's an hour and 13 minutes, so beautiful runtime. Um, but it's PG-13, but don't let that persuade you. It is a dark movie. That's all I'll say about that.
Well,
But it's very good.
just in case people don't really know about the movie itself in general, it is supposed to be a horror movie from a dog's point of view.
Yes. And because of the poster, I thought it was a zombie movie, so I wasn't like that into it, but it's not. It's actually a haunted house movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Those hands are not zombie hands.
Actually, funny enough, I just saw a video, one of my friends. He brought his kid, who I think might be 10, something
Mhm.
like that, like decently older, but like than your girls, but like not too old. Where that point was, is
Yeah.
that more of a kid friendly type of movie?
Yeah, it's PG-13. There is blood and stuff, and it's very scary. Like I'm not even gonna like sugarcoat it. It is scary, especially for a child, but it's very heavy emotionally,
Hmm.
especially because like I don't know. I was gonna invite my friend to come watch it with me and my other friend, and I'm thank God I didn't because he had to put his dog down the day after we saw it.
Oh,
But literally, one of my really good friends' cat passed away, and three of my other friends had to put their dogs down. I don't know what's going on right now, but I send my heart out to people out there that are having struggles with their little fur babies because that's a lot. Don't watch Good Boy right now.
Jesus.
Oh my God, but if you do watch it, stay for the after credits because it shows you how they filmed it. And it's so, this dog is not a professional actor. And like in the movie, there's like, it'll show you like the contrast between like the dog and like, the creepy music. And then here's a crack and the dog's like, and it's like looking around. The dog is an amazing actor, by the way. They really need to give him an award for something. I'm talking like Trump right now. Gowns, beautiful gowns. Um, the best of the best. But then it shows how they actually made it. And I think they said it took like 5 or 6 years to make. And the dog's just sitting there, and you have like the owner under the couch, like, and the dog just like looks for a second. And they talk about how like just the change in color and the tone like really sets it. And I was like, that's so funny. But that dog, adorable and a beautiful dog.
Nice.
I'm excited for that one. That one looks really cute. And I keep seeing all these little videos about it from the owner of the dog and because he made the movie, right? Isn't he
Yeah.
the okay. Yeah, it's just really cute. And I think that it's a fresh take on something we've sort of seen it before with VHS in that segment. And that's such a great segment in the VHS, I think part two with the dogs
Yeah.
and the kids because the aliens come and the dog
Oh
has the
yeah.
GoPro on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I
such
thought
a
you were talking about the dog one from the alien one that I was like, what the fuck is this about?
Eh,
Um,
it is an alien. The aliens came and get the kids and
no,
everything.
the alien VHS version.
Uh,
VHS,
last year's one,
what was it called? Uh,
Cosmic something, right?
VHS, The Last Frontier. I don't know. But there's one that takes place in like this person that keeps dogs under the basement. But
oh no, I have not seen that one. Probably not now, and I don't want to
I
see it
think
now.
Elijah Wood did it. I don't know. I could just be lying, but someone famous did that one. Or maybe it was who was the guy that's in Weapons and Barbarian? Justin Long.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's
Possible.
the thing is that
Just naming shit.
I don't
after
know.
part two, they all blend together except for the one with Gigi, because that one actually
Yeah.
that VHS was actually a really strong uh sequel. So the new one just came out on Shutter, everyone. Was it VHS,
Halloween.
the
Halloween.
Halloween one? So
Halloween.
I'm excited for
Mm,
that one because I keep watching previews for it and stuff, and it looks very like you feel like very nostalgic, Halloween, like 90s Halloween kind of thing or whenever it's set.
I
So
know. And we're
that's
being spoiled this month, y'all. There is a shitload of I have never been to a movie theater where there was three movies I wanted to see because it was between Good Boy, Bone Lake, something else I can't remember. But and we have all these video on demand ones that I still want to see. I still
Mhm.
need to see Night of the Reaper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dinosaur movie just came out with Ryan Quanten. Need to see that one.
Ooh, nice.
Lots of stuff to cover. Very busy month. Busy month.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. So if you're unsure of what to watch, like just put on any platform and you'll see. I mean, right now we've got the season 3 of Monster on Netflix, where Charlie Hunnam is at Geen. So that just came out last weekend, and I'm already watching people's reaction videos to it, and I'm like, okay, well, here we go. So. I never saw the other two seasons, but now I kind of want to watch all of it.
Were they one of the season about those two boys, the brothers that killed their someone?
Yeah.
And
I
then
think
was the other one,
season 2 is Menendez Brothers, season 1 is on Dahmer.
was
Mm.
that the one with Niecy Nash and the guy from American Horror Story?
Niecy
Okay.
Nash and
I
what's
didn't know
that?
that
Evan
was Monster.
Peters. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Monster either, but apparently it's part of like a whole series, so very cool. But I think that between that, then Welcome to Derry's coming out the end of the month on HBO Max. We've got beginning of November, we've got the Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein coming up on Netflix. So
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a
Ugh,
ton of
I
shit,
hope
right?
I don't die anytime soon because there's a lot of stuff to watch.
A lot of
So
things.
speaking of the Frankenstein movie from Netflix, that group of the girl I showed you guys before with, she makes the really cool puppets. She actually like
Hmm.
makes all the creepy puppets from like different horror movies and other things, but mostly it seems like she delves into just horror style puppets. She actually got a moment on Netflix to actually make some puppets for the Frankenstein movie, like
Oh
her
wow.
versions of them. And she actually got to meet Guillermo, which I think she freaked out about, which was really kind of awesome. Her website on Netflix, or not Netflix, but I'm sorry, on Instagram is Handsome Devils Puppets, which is on Instagram. But shows her doing that. But I wanted to give a shout out to her just because that's kind of cool. I can't imagine doing puppetry in this day and age. If you guys get a chance to check that out, I would follow her as well. But what'd you think of her stuff previous? Or have you guys even looked at it before? Or
Yeah, I've seen her stuff in like passing because once in a while she'll pop up. I don't think I followed her, but because her stuff's so good, once in a while it pops up in my feed. Um, but you want to see something cool that I had custom made? Not to prolong this intro as long as it has already taken, but I want to show you guys something. Hang on,
Okay.
how do I unblur this background? Give me a
folks,
second.
if you want to watch what Mikey's showing us, we do have.
So it's because I forgot about this because I was gonna put it by my front door and I forgot. But I got this custom made for a pretty penny.
Oh, a pretty penny.
Lance, you lost control of the room.
As you
Did
see
I?
here, shut up, Aid. As you see here, this is the Scream House key holder with
Oh,
Oh,
my name. Why the fuck is my camera doing that?
I don't
With my
know.
name.
I thought you were doing that.
I'm not doing nothing.
but on
Oh
here.
my
Um,
God, it's haunted.
so it
Folks, if you want
hangs
to check
up,
us out, YouTube.
and you can even see a little ghost face in the door.
Oh,
Oh,
that's cool.
cute.
And then I get it. The camera wants to see my face. It doesn't like this thing. And then at night it lights up. So
Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Where'd you get that?
I will look up his name. He has an Etsy shop, but I found him on Instagram. It's something about a town, and then we'll put it in the show notes.
Okay,
Nice.
sounds good.
Well,
Awesome.
also, last but not least, before we get into the movie here, let's talk a little bit about Scaradise. Me and Aid were at this. We did it one day. Aid, how much fun did you have?
Okay. I had a great time. I had a lot of fun at Scaradise. It was a lot different than a lot of the other. I don't want to say it was smaller than other conventions we've done, but it kind of felt like we got through everything very quickly. So I don't know if it was because it was less crowded, probably because we walked in Unfortunately, Mikey, Lucas Gage, canceled
Oh
his
yeah.
appearance, and
Because
he
he knew I
will.
wasn't going to be there.
Yeah, well, he will be there again in February, so he just moved his date.
Oh,
So if you
maybe
would
I'll go
like to,
visit.
yes, if you would like to come in February, we could probably go
You should.
again. That'd be a lot of fun.
What city is it in?
It's in Tampa, so we can my girlfriend Larissa's out there, so I went out there and stayed with her the weekend and just, got to putz around and it was a lot of fun. We all had a great time.
Yeah.
We got to videotape and, do some, so just stay tuned this week everyone for footage from Scaradise. Met a lot of fun people. Richard Brake and Jeff Daniel Phillips are so much fun. Like we saw them all day and they would talk to us. Like they were just like a barrel of laughs. Like they were so much fun and just like really cool and really down to earth. And it's like it's interesting because like they play some of well, especially Richard Brake plays some of the most heinous characters and specifically in Rob Zombie films.
Yeah.
But when I was talking to him, he said that the most disgusting character he'd ever played was the his character in Barbarian. And I'm
Mm.
like, oh my God, which I found interesting because, like, yeah, he was like, awful, right? Like the things that character did were awful, but like I can't like he didn't speak like his characters speak in Rob Zombie films, right? So it's like I don't know because I'm like Doomhead's pretty disgusting when he opens his mouth, but I'm just like like I was just really cool talking to them. So we had a great time. Also met Devin Sawa. Met Devin Sawa. I got him to sign a half naked picture of himself.
From Teen Bop or Tiger Beat.
What did he sign on it as well for that naked picture, which kind of makes it weird?
Well, okay. So I was talking to his handler and she was saying how, oh, do you think can I ask him to write, can I keep you on it? Because sometimes, actors won't do quotes for whatever reason. Like, Kiefer Sutherland's excuse was
Oh, the strikes.
the strike. Yeah. I'm like, what happened? Something happened. So I was like, okay, so I'll just ask her before I embarrass myself. And she's like, yeah, he'll rate it on a Casper photo. I go, does it have to be a Casper photo? Because I really wanted this, like, it's a really good picture of him. I gotta go get it. I'll show you guys later, but it's not gonna show up if I put it up to the camera. But it was just so funny because like I go to ask him to write, can I keep you on it? And he's like, yeah, I can write that. And then he goes underneath the picture. He's like, I'm just gonna put Casper in quotation marks, like Casper is saying it. And my girlfriend next to me, Larissa, she's like we don't know who that is. Like we're not gonna know who that is. And I'm like, Larissa.
Oh my God. He
That's
wants to
funny.
protect his marriage. His wife's
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Who are you writing this on this picture for?"
Well, he probably writes that for everybody.
Yeah,
But
but not in a sexy picture.
I don't know, maybe not a sexy picture, but I'm
That's
like,
true.
what the fuck do I need to have a picture of him dressed as Casper on my wall? Like, we're good. Like, it's fine.
I have to admit,
Um,
it was very, very Brad Pitt-esque of a picture, like from
it's a
Fight
good
Club.
picture.
It's just ridiculous. Even I was sitting there like, damn, dude.
Hmm?
Like,
Get it,
Yeah.
holy
Mr. Sawa?
While we were waiting in line, Lance was getting antsy, so we had to go back and get drinks. And Lance, tell them what you did. So this is a funny story, and it's the last thing I'll say about Scared Ice, but like he comes back, gives me a drink, and then he like disappears again for whatever reason. I can't remember, but I took a sip of it and I realized he didn't give me a vodka soda. Got me vodka and Sprite.
Ew, Lance.
When the fuck have you ever known me to drink Sprite
The
and
calories in
vodka?
that, Lance.
The calories.
Ugh,
So
yes,
I'm
I'm
like,
such a monster, folks.
that's the
I'm
I,
true horror of Scared Ice. And you knew you messed up too, which is why you left as soon as you gave it to her.
yeah, that's probably why. But then later on, he's trying to defend himself. He's like, well, I didn't know what kind of soda you wanted. I said vodka soda. He's like, well, I didn't know
Soda
what
is
kind of
soda.
soda. I'm like, Lance, you're a fucking
Soda
bartender.
water.
Yes.
Lance.
Lance
Oh my
knows that
Even I know.
he does this for a living, people. And he didn't know, he didn't quote know what
This is
soda
how I
I
know
want.
he's just punking you. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's probably all he had left. Who knows? I didn't
No, it
care.
wasn't all he had left because
Well,
when I
no
went
one
back
knows if
later,
you
he
didn't
had plenty of
specify.
soda.
Well, she didn't specify. She just said soda.
Anyways, before I really get pissed off, I found the guy's Etsy account for the Scream House. If anybody's interested, his Etsy account is Mini Fiction Town,
Oh, that's fun. I love
and
that.
that's probably his. And he does a really really cool. I think it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre house where it actually goes underground too.
Ooh.
So just go to his Instagram and like, yeah, Mini Fiction Town is also his Instagram. He's kind of cute.
Ooh.
But he's from a different country. But yeah, he does a ton of their houses and they're really cool. So check him out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, speaking of Scream, I guess this will be the last thing I say about Scared Eyes. Jamie Kennedy was there.
Oh God.
Oh God, no,
I
this is
know.
a horrible story.
Oh, and by the way, Larissa just walks face first into Desmond Harrington. And I'm like, you just bumped into Desmond Harrington. She's like, I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm like, oh,
It
here
was
we
funny.
go. Because he looked at me and he's like, he knew I recognized him, but I just let him keep walking. Like, I'm not gonna fawn over
Yeah.
you without paying you, right? So, yeah, Jamie Kennedy, I guess, wanted to get a snack at the snack bar. First of all, they ran out of food like in the middle of the day. So they really needed like up there, whatever it is that they do there. And so he was getting in line, I guess, to get food. And we're like, like there's nobody there. So it's the three of us walking this way. Jamie Kennedy's coming this way, and he sees us and immediately grabs his hat and he's like this.
It's funny as fuck.
Like I'm gonna fucking stop you, Jamie. Come on now. Like I'm who do you think I am? Okay, I'm a professional. We're walking around with a Slashers podcast microphone. Okay, so there's that.
Yeah, he's probably don't interview me. No,
Yeah,
he was
no,
weird at Houston too. Were y'all there when he had the caution tape around his booth?
yeah,
No.
yeah.
And it didn't
I
last very long because people were like, "That's not a good idea." They wouldn't go up to him.
Well, yeah, because I thought he would like had canceled or something, and then like somebody had said to me, I think it was Seth had said that oh he does a lot of drugs and da da da. I'm like I believe it. So
Allegedly, allegedly.
allegedly, that's what
Not here,
Seth
folks.
told
We can say
me.
it.
So maybe it was Seth. Yeah, I think it was
It
Seth.
sounds like something he would say.
All right, well, let's keep going before we get sued by somebody.
Anyway, so moving on from Scared Ice is a great time. So if you guys end up missing Spooky Empire for whatever reason, Scared Ice has plenty of actors and people that you want to see, including they had all the Terrifier people there as well as Catherine. We should have went and said hi, but I didn't want to bug her. And Lance's like, let's go say hi. And I'm like, no, Lance, let's not say we
I think
did.
the worst case scenario is like we see her and she'll wave and that's it. Like
She's not gonna
you know, it's
remember
like
us. She was people all freaking day. People
I was
remember
gonna say it's
Lance.
Mikey. We'll just name drop.
People remember Lance, that's true, because we ran into like a ton of people that we always talk to at Spooky, so it was a good time.
Well,
Anyway, so that's enough with Scaradise. Lance,
Lance,
you're
please get us back on
hosting.
track.
Yes.
Jeez.
All right, so for my favorite actor that does a lot of film stuff is Billy Zane.
He
Yes.
wasn't in Bordello of Blood. I don't know why we're reviewing that movie.
That's because we're not. We're doing Demon Night, folks. So yeah. Mikey obviously watched the wrong movie.
Again, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. He went in, he saw Tales from the Crypt, right? No?
Oh, the one with the
Which is
lower
like-
rating, right?
Because I actually did get a promo copy of Bordello's Blood actually on VHS. That scared us.
I've never heard of that movie. I've only heard of Bordello of Blood, not Bordello's
He
Blood.
doesn't. He doesn't know the name.
Bordello's of Blood, Blood of Love.
Uh,
Anyways.
Mm.
anyways, Lance's gay crush, Billy Zane.
Oh, it is. It very much is. Like, it's like, hey, he's another bald man who just said fuck it and he works in Hollywood and does what he does and crushes it most of the time. But yeah, no, Billy Zane's in quite a few horror movies. We're doing a Demon Night, but just before we get started, he's done like quite a few movies throughout history for us in the horror genre, which is basically Critters, the very first one, which is in 1986. He definitely played the boyfriend of the girl from that movie. Has an awesome death scene. Obviously,
Spoiler alert. Jeez.
yeah, right. I won't tell all of them. He's also in 2011. He's in this movie that Abe loves me to fucking bug me about, but he was also in The Roommate, which, yay, The Roommate.
That is an excellent film, everyone. So
Is it?
if you've yes, it
I don't
is,
know.
and I know you watched it, so don't even lie.
Let's see. He is in Blood Rain. That was in 2025. I guess he had a kind of a recurring thing. I guess he's supposedly in Critters 3, but I don't know how they view that. I guess it was like in a past part, like maybe like back
archive
footage. Yeah. So 2020, he actually did Ghosts of War. Let's see, Scorned. He's in that. I don't know if that's really a horror movie, but I guess they say romantic weekend turns horrific and sadistic. So there that is.
My favorite.
Let's see, 2022, he was in Hellblazers. 2016, he is in a movie called Dead Rising Endgame. Oh, I think it's from the video game, actually.
I think they made that into a movie though, so that could have been the movie based off the video game.
Yeah, I think it is as well. And then let's see, 2014, he was also in Ghost of Goodnight Lane.
Oh yeah, with Danielle Harris and Lacey Chabert fighting each other,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is funny because they play sisters in
Oh, I don't know.
The Wild Thornberrys, Lance.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I was like, should I know this? I probably should not know that.
Well, man, that was after Lance's time, so I don't
Yeah.
think it'd be.
I know he was watching Bonanza on the couch.
He's also in another movie that I actually have the DVD of, which I was actually a fan of at the time, or still a fan, but of 2007. He's in a movie called The Mad, which is basically where people eat this toxic meat like in their hamburgers and stuff like that, and they all start becoming zombies, and him and his family start killing them. I guess they eat him at a truck stop or something like that. But it's a really cool movie. It's fun.
It's fun.
He has like one of those things where he has like a black shirt with a white tie type deal. It's like something from the 80s. By the end of the scene, he's got like a red tie because it's all blood from all the blood he gets hit with and everything like that. So yeah, exactly.
That's how the gays clap right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this going on in the theater when I do Carrie. I have no idea what that means.
That's awesome. YouTube folks, you'll see what what he's talking about. Oh, go on. Sorry.
Are you done with the list? Because I was going to interject something.
One last one. He was in Vlad, which is
Dracula
in 2003. So there's a couple of them. He's in a lot.
He is in a lot, and usually I reserve this for the end, but since you failed to mention it, I'm going to mention it now. My favorite Billy Zane movie is my favorite St. Patrick's Day movie, which is called Red Clover, or it's also called... Hang on.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Actually, that was on my list. Red Clover.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, Lance. What was... I forgot, because you can find it under two different names. Red Clover from 2012, or it's called Leprechaun's Revenge. I don't know what it's called now, but I really like that movie, and he's in it. He plays a hot dad.
Yeah, it says a young woman accidentally releases a homosexual leprechaun. You can watch it on Tubi for free right now. You imagine
the horror. I wish Billy Zane played the homosexual leprechaun.
You do a great job. It probably you'd kill it. But yeah, no, there's a couple of the movies. I mean, and again, he has outside of obviously what everybody really knows him from is Titanic, which would be his probably I imagine movie that also he was also in Back to the Future 1 and 2 of Biff's buddies.
And you forgot about Dead Calm.
See,
Dead Calm is a horror movie.
Is it?
Yes, with Samuel and Nicole Kidman. That movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. You can watch it on Tubi. Well, I know you were an adult, Lance, when that movie came out. I know.
Oh my god!
But Dead Calm from 1989.
Talking about movies that actually have
I was
blood.
2.
I was only a baby, but I saw my mom rented it when I was a kid, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Because he's the psychopath on the boat,
yeah,
trying to kill them.
Yeah, I always get that one. Mixed up. What's the classic that it's a horror movie or not?
Titanic?
No.
Cape Fear.
Yeah, Cape Fear. I get those confused. And hello, he was the Phantom.
Yeah,
he was the Phantom. But we're not saying horror movies. That's only talking
horror movies. There was blades coming out of a telescope. Do you know what irrational fear I had to look in telescopes after that movie? That's the only thing I remember from that movie.
I was gonna say, there's some cool death scenes in the Phantom, and I love him in the Phantom. I actually have that on VHS. But
Well,
Yeah, we're here to talk about.
he's a character actor, so I mean, I think it's important to know like some of the characters that he is because, like, he was John Rolfe in Pocahontas Part Two, remember?
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Yep, not horror movies,
And she
folks.
left Mel Gibson, aka John Smith, for him. Oh my
Wow.
God,
You
I
Hear that, everybody? Lance
know.
doesn't think the overtaking of natives is horror, so I guess here we go.
Clearly,
Oh my gosh. Okay,
clearly.
first of all,
That was a romantic comedy for Lance.
part two was literally in England for the most of the movie. So there that
Lance says my Super Bowl halftime will be in English.
is. Uh, that's so crazy, by the way.
No. Keep
No,
going, Lance.
no, no.
No,
Everyone, Lance is Puerto Rican. He's Team Bad Bunny. Let's keep going. Let me
Okay.
summarize this for y'all.
anyways, Demonite. You guys have seen this many times before. I'm sure a lot of you out there have seen this before, but just in case you haven't, quick synopsis of it. It's basically you have a guy who happens to have Jesus blood plus his own blood in this little vessel, looks like a cross. He has a demon, which is known as the Collector, which is Billy Zane's character. He's pretty much chased down by him. He ends up in this little town. He's trying to get out of the town without having any incident. Unfortunately, he ends up getting stuck in a situation where he ends up at a hotel. And this is where everybody basically meets up at this hotel / old church and get, stuck with there with a whole bunch of different collective of people there. Actually, one of the guys, I forget his name now, but he actually played Roger Rabbit's voice and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And he's in a couple other things, but he's there. Jada Pickett, or I don't even know her whole name.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Jada Smith.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
She was in there, but she did that like right before she was really, really famous. And actually, fun fact, supposedly, instead of her, they were actually trying to get Charlize Theron as that character. What?
Charlize?
Who the fuck is Charlize Theron, Lance? Charlize Theron.
Charlize.
Okay.
Whatever. Miss Theron. But she's supposed to be the one that was supposed to do it. I kind of like the fact that they didn't go that route, to be honest with you. I don't know how you all feel about that, if that would have been a change for you.
I don't know how Charlize was back then. I think Jada Pinkett pulls off the whole, because part of her character is that she's from prison, right? Like she's trying to start over.
Yeah.
And with the short hair and the bad attitude, Charlize could do that now after what we've seen in Monster and stuff. But I don't know how she was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she was like reindeer games material back then. So
Yeah.
no offense, Charlize. I love you. I mean, Charlize.
Yeah, Charlize.
Charlize, friend of the podcast.
Chili for short.
But well, yeah.
Oh, go.
No, I think what you were talking about was Charles Fleischer. Isn't that who you were talking about?
Voice.
The voice of Roger Rabbit.
For Roger Rabbit? Yeah, probably. Is that his name?
Yes, yeah, I did some research today.
Yeah,
sure.
I appreciate that. Well,
All right.
obviously, I have a hard time enunciating names or even pronunciating them.
We're already
Either
past
or.
that, Lance. We're talking about your lack of knowledge of the actors in the movie.
Anyways,
That one guy from that one place. You know who he is.
you know who the Roger Rabbit guy is. He's not that fucking famous. Jesus. But
Oh, he played Uncle Wally?
Yes.
I thought that was Robert De Niro in the beginning. I was like, I didn't know Robert De Niro was in this movie.
Oh my God.
Fun fact, he was not.
He's definitely
no. That guy, that's not the guy who plays Roger Rabbit.
Charles
There's
Fleischer.
William Sadler. William Sadler's Breaker. And
Yeah.
then we have Dick Miller, who plays Uncle Willie. That's the guy that was, whatever.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit. No, he was in Gremlins 1 and 2, actually.
Yeah, Dick Miller's in Gremlins. He's in like every 80s horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was famous back then, but Thomas Hayden Church is also in this movie, and he's very recognizable. He looks the exact same, but a surfer version.
Mhm. Yeah, well, he did something back then because I remember his hair used to be like that. But I love him in Sideways.
Yeah, he's also in Spider-Man as Sandman, just in case anybody is more of
Oh,
a
yeah,
nerd.
the Sandman.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And also, you would recognize her. I don't know how you pronounce her name. I apologize, Miss Pounder. But CCH Pounder. Literally, her name is CCH, last name Pounder. very recognizable. She plays, I believe, Eileen or Irene in the movie, the lady who loses her arm.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she's Irene.
Yeah, she was
Irene.
my favorite character. She's the one that was like, everybody's getting tempted, and he comes to tempt her, and right, she's like, nah.
dude. That scene where she like lifts up her empty stump and she goes, "Is that a yes?" And he goes,
Yeah,
"That's flicking
that's
you
me
off."
flicking you off. Yeah, that's it. I was like, that's my girl. I
And
would
she has
want her
the
on my
best
side.
death scene, honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. Spoiler.
I
Well,
mean, speaking of, the movie is from 1995, so it's already
it's gonna be 30.
37.
95. It's 2025. It's gonna be 30 this year.
That's what I meant. 30. She's gonna be 30 years old. We're actually
like
doing
Casper.
this in preparation for the 30th anniversary of Demon Knight, Slash's podcast special episode.
I don't know if it already happened or it's gonna happen, but I think I saw something with Billy Zane talking about they were gonna do a screen footage of the movie or watch the movie again for the 30th in LA sometime soon, or they already did it. I'm not 100% sure. He didn't really specify on it. But fun fact about Billy Zane playing the Collector, he actually got inspiration from Robin Williams from Aladdin. He took the character because he's like, well, the Collector is kind of like a genie of sorts, where he's trying to give you things that you want and try to like coerce you in ways that fit your character of who you are and how you are as in people. And he took inspiration from that, and actually that's how he ended up coming with the character, and that's why he has certain parts where he's funny, charismatic, seductive, and all the certain ways he does it. And then that's why, like with the scene, like I think with the sponge right before he takes it out of the mouth, I guess they like that was just they thought of that like as they were doing it when on film. So
Well, he's very charming. He's very hot.
Mm-hmm.
We talked earlier about Charles Hunan. That's his name, Charlie Hunan playing
Charlie Hunnam.
Hunnam playing whatever his name is. Hollywood, you're making all of us have these boners for killers. Ever since I was a wee young lad watching Billy Zane, the way he talks to Jada, girl, you can't resist that. That's how we know it's fake.
Yeah, because I would have been like, okay, let's go.
I know. Better to be on the dick of the devil than in his way. Am I right, Lance?
So basically the rest of the movie is basically the Collector trying to convince people to help him out and end the night. So basically what it is if he gets this blood, he can toss it or get rid of it, basically, and it's the key to opening the door to hell, basically. To open it and let night control the thing. Now the funny fact about this is this movie actually was not written for Tales from the Crypt. It was actually a movie that was already written and was going to be its own solo movie. Tales from the Crypt actually bought this script from somebody else and made it into the movie that they had, which is like kind of funny because this movie is kind of more popular than a lot of the other stuff they did. Oh, well, I guess Bordella of Blood.
I think that came out after this, and it wasn't nearly as.
Yeah, because
Demon Knight was first, but yeah.
Demon Knight was first, but Demon Knight was supposed to be part of another Tales from the Crypt trilogy. And when Universal had the scripts, they looked at all three and they said Demon Knight was the best. They were going to put that one out first and make the other two later. The other two never came to fruition, but eventually they ended up making a few years later Bordello of Blood, and then The Ritual, I think, is the last one from that supposed trilogy, which was in 2002. So obviously, of all three of them, I've never seen The Ritual, but I've never heard of it, so I'm sure it sucked. Demon Knight is, in my opinion, probably the best and the strongest of the three, for sure.
Mike, you haven't seen the other one though, have you?
The Bordello of Blood? No.
No. Okay.
Isn't
I
it
liked
vampires
that.
or something?
Yeah. It's more like an ancient. It actually, weirdly enough, I almost kind of want to imagine that. Was it Dust Till Dawn? Kind of stole from that movie, if you really think about it. Kind of for the ancient Mayan type of vampires that they are, and then it's like attached to it like a bigger thing. Because remember in Dust Till Dawn, when you see the back end of the titty twister, it's like a big old pyramid. that goes further, deeper down, other than the little top piece that's just the chitty bar part of it. But like you realize that like, oh my gosh, there could be like a million vampires underneath this building,
Yeah.
So
Well, From Dusk Till Dawn came out in January of 96, and Bordello of Blood came out.
mhm.
Yeah, Lance.
And I wait for her to say that.
August of 96.
Well, there it is. I mean, scripts go around, you know what I mean? People take stuff all the time when they see a script and they're like, oh,
Robert Rodriguez would never.
you say that. I'm sure he was like, oh, that's not a bad idea.
Well, Lance knows everything about Hollywood, but Demon Knight,
Yeah.
starring Jada Pinkett.
Beautiful.
First of all, she looks the exact same. Second of all, I will not hear any negative comments about her hair, even though it's nasty in this movie, but only because it's bleach blonde. I
that
love
was the
that I
style.
love her bald head. I think she's gorgeous. But yes, it was the style, and it was kind of like she just kind of looked like a hooligan, which is what she was trying to play. But I think she's a great actress. She got us Scream 2. I don't know if she's done any more horror, and she also, before she was acting, was in a metal band. So I think she's great. What
I
her and Will
love,
Smith do behind closed doors is their business.
yeah, I mean, I really don't care. Like, everyone hates her because of that. I'm like, I really don't care, like, about
They
any of
have
that.
openly said that sometimes they have open rules in their relationship. And so when people are like, an entanglement, it's like, bitch, you don't know. He could have said that, yeah, she can do it. And maybe he regretted it, but that's fine. If he
Yeah.
still said she could do it, he said she could do it. So who knows? I'm not here to say nothing about nothing.
Yeah. Well, she's
But she's
great
great in
and
this, though. That's what I.
she's great in this movie. Like, she's a good actress. Like, she's great in Gotham. Her character in Gotham is really good. Yeah.
The show?
So if you've never seen Gotham, I love Gotham. Like, I think it's so fucking good. Like, it has nothing to do with Batman. Like, none of it makes sense. Like, nothing is like this could not, like, yes, it's all the Batman characters in a sort of prequel, but none of it like gets you where you think it's whatever. But
Yeah.
she just plays a really good character in that show. So I mean, she's a good actress, like, and she's great in this movie. In fact, like, a lot of people talk about Damon Knight because it's like a slept on cult movie. I'd never seen it until we watched it for this.
Oh, you've never seen it before?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
this is my second time. Well, okay, technically third. When I first saw it, I was too young to remember. Second time I saw it was maybe like, I mean, my first time remembering as an adult was maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. And then I saw it again for the show. And what really sticks out to me about it is just like the ghouls are really cool and the gore is really nasty.
Mhm.
There's definitely some stuff that's dated. Some of the cheesy lines, Billy Zane's lines sometimes are a little Freddy Krueger-ish, but I think the biggest things about the movie that stand out the most are the makeup effects, the gore, and you have like a really interesting collection of characters that are all likable. Even was it like Brake or Drake, whatever his name was, the asshole, Thomas Hayden, whatever. Even
No,
he, huh?
no, I was like, I think you were thinking of Breaker, the guy who's the one that had the key with the blood in it.
Oh yeah, he was the main guy. No, his name wasn't Breaker. I forget what his name was. But even that guy who was supposed to play like the douche, he even had some like likable moments. Roach was his name.
Oh my God.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, they were all the characters were pretty fleshed out pretty well, and you have Cordelia the seductress. Oh, she don't last long.
No.
But and then also, not that it's like super important, but the demons in this movie are also like a different tier. It's like Billy Zane and the main good guy Breaker are like almost like the top level demons, and then you have like the ghoulish type demons which are like below them that like listen to Billy Zane. So there's a hierarchy here that we're
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about it is too, because I mean, well, Breaker's technically just a human being that is living longer because of his new path in life. Where I guess so initially, the way they get the blood of Jesus was one of the thieves puts the blood into the key. I guess would be the best way to say it. The vessel that the blood is held in, and then he goes from him. And then he lives long enough to where the demons capture him, and then Breaker who is I think he's like a World War I, I think it is. Uh, he's a soldier and he tries to save somebody else's life and he tries to save him and he realizes there's demons. And then that's how he is uh, gifted the key and he is the new caretaker. Was it a
He's like a
caretaker?
demon hunter. Yeah.
He's a new
Kind of.
caretaker of the key to make sure that the earth doesn't fall into dark hands and the demons don't win. So this is battle going on within our life going on. It's a really cool story. I mean, I wish they would go further with it. I don't think they did anything like comic books or something like that because sometimes you get some of these cult movies like this and they'll do comic books to keep going on with the storyline. I don't think they did that with this. Only because I think it's under the banner for Tales from the Crypt, because I think they obviously own the rights to it, and I don't know if they're selling it because there's so many people that own the rights, which is I think why they didn't do any further movies because no one could decide on anything.
Well, they didn't obviously this one wasn't because a lot of the Tales from the Crypt were the show anyways were adapted from the comic, right? But this one is written for Tales of the
Yeah,
Crypt. It's not written for the
standalone.
so they could, I mean, I think they could get away with doing a sequel for it now because I think of the traction that it's had since it's been released. Because I guess they said it was a flop, but it still made twice as much as it cost.
Yeah.
So they got their money back. So I don't know what the people are bitching about, but it got horrible reviews.
Actually, what was it? A did some notes and everything like that. The budget was only 12 million, and they made 21.1 million. So I mean, I don't know how you figure that's really a flop.
I think it's a flop until you make double, maybe triple, because you have to take into account what costs after the movie comes out, like marketing and stuff like that.
Mm.
Yeah,
But this is what I've heard.
yeah.
Well, I think it's because too, like a lot of people, like it came off the success of the show, right? So everyone's
Hmm.
expecting it to be like the show, and then a lot of critics, I noticed, like I was reading, a lot of their reviews were just so scathing against this movie that it was sometimes it wasn't funny enough, the jokes didn't hit, the storyline, it just didn't feel like a Tales from the Crypt story. It just, this
I mean, they
that
were
like
right on that, I guess.
people were just like shredding this movie, and I'm like, when I watched, I'm like, this is actually a really good movie. Like, I'm enjoying every bit of this film. Like, I'm sad that I haven't watched it sooner. Because the one thing about Tales from the Crypt from me and a Bordello of Blood definitely is that there's a lot of camp and cheese to it. There's not a lot of the Tales from the Crypt episodes that I can say that I love and that I would rewatch. I mean, there's always like a sinister kind of twist at the end, like nobody ever wins kind of thing,
Yeah.
which is always the scariest parts about them. But for me, Tales from the Crypt, I do enjoy, but are they my favorite? No.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like,
And even though the movie is good and enjoyable, I don't feel like it has the same vibe as the Tales from the Crypt series. And maybe that's what people were upset. Because movie feels more like a grindhouse, almost like a From Dusk Till Dawn, like you mentioned earlier, even though you were talking about Bordello of Blood, but it has that same kind of feel where it's gritty, it's gross, violent. Um, but and maybe it's because the creatures looked so gruesome that
mhm.
Tales from the Crypt never really got that gruesome. It was more campy and more like sinister, but like a little tiny bit more lighthearted than this. This had like, the world was going to be overtaken by the demons if this didn't happen.
Yeah.
If there was high stakes, whereas Tales from the Crypt is always isolated to like a small group of people or a small family, and there's never really such a high stake like that. And it is like even though it can be gruesome and it can be violent, it was never that serious.
Well, it's always a family, like a family thing. Because I mean, Tales from the Crypt always had like some lesson you learned. It was very like
Yeah.
how Twilight Zone used to be, where it was basically like you learned some kind of lesson. Where this was basically like, no, no, they don't do what they need to do. This will happen. We'll all die. And you know what I mean? Like you said,
Yeah.
it was very like she has to win, or if she doesn't win, we're all fucked.
Yeah. It wasn't a cautionary tale. It was just
Yeah,
try to beat the demon.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe Jada Pinkett's character obviously does go through an arc because she's trying to find her place and like she realizes like this is her meaning, right? So she was meant for this and now she has to take the job of Breaker.
Yeah.
who, by the way, was in, I love him. Oh, I know. He's in Back to the Future too, right? Or no, Bill and Ted. I
What?
get them all
Yes,
mixed up.
he's Death
Yes.
in Bill
Okay.
and Ted 1 and 2.
But
He looks
he,
like Gordon the Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, that's what he
he
reminds me of.
does. But
No,
he's also in Disturbing Behavior
he's the
and
bad
my
guy in Die Hard too.
well, no, but he's also, yes. Is he in the bad guy
Yeah,
in Die Hard
he's,
too?
he's
I
the
can't
main bad
remember.
guy in Die Hard too.
But no, he's in Roswell. He's the
Yeah, he
dad
plays the
in
sheriff.
yeah, the dad
Yeah.
of the asshole. Yeah.
I have a question for you guys though. Do you think it hurt or helped the fact that it was a Tales from the Crypt movie? Like, do you like the storyline wise? Do you think it could have been a better movie if it had just been a standalone, or because they had like now kind of like requisites to kind of stick to the?
I think it hurt it because listening to the way it was perceived in the beginning, I feel people like I feel like there was something recently that was I was like, if it wasn't attached to this, it would have been good. Um, oh, Evil Dead Rise. If that wasn't an Evil Dead movie, it would have been fine.
Mm,
But the fact that it was Evil Dead, you set a precedent of what we should be expecting, and you didn't meet that, so I hate it.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I feel like people might have been because Tales from the Crypt, especially when this was coming out, was like huge. People were like diehard fans of it. And then
yeah,
you bring something out that's not, it's still good, but it's not the same vibe. Like you're gonna be a little upset if you're expecting something else.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, and I could see why people would be disappointed in it back then. This is mid 90s and and you have to think about it too. This is before you can just stream whatever the hell you want. Like you had to wait for HBO to come out and watch the new episode and it was on late. So and the few times I was allowed to be up late, I was watching them with my mom. But it always scared me in the beginning, right? With when they're going through the house, like the song. And then he pops out laughing. That used to give me nightmares. I would be so afraid of him. So to me, the Keeper was always the scariest part when I was a
Oh
kid of
yeah,
Tales from the Crypt.
me
Now
too.
he's like the comedic relief. As an adult watching it, I can say, oh, he's funny. But when I was a kid, I didn't think he was funny. He
It
scared the
was
shit out of me.
terrifying. Yeah, it was gruesome.
But
yeah. It's
I do love the wraparound story though. The prologue and the epilogue with him in it, I think it's hilarious. So
Oh, I know.
I think it does something for the film, but maybe I agree with you that it does probably at the time I'm sure it did hurt it. So
well. Here's another movie that we're kind of done with talking about. You know, not Dusty. Dusty Bombs in my head now.
Lance, this is
Demon
your
Knight.
movie.
Yes, I know, Demon Knight. But there's another movie that I had never seen before, and as I was doing my research, a movie that's kind of cool. It's in 1997, so it's only like about 2 years after this movie came out. He did another movie called "I Woke Up Early the Day I Died," and I was like kind of interested because I was like, "Oh, what is that? I've never heard that before." And it's actually a unreleased Ed Wood script from Ed Wood, notorious horror slash sci-fi filmmaker from LA. I guess what is it? They did a movie with him, with Johnny Depp, and I think Tim
Mhm.
Burton as well did
Something
that.
Lunch or the
Yeah, I'm
movie's called
looking at it.
Something Lunch. Doug
Oh,
was
was it?
talking about it.
But yeah. So, but this movie legitimately has Billy Zane in it. It has Ron Perlman. It has Christina Ricci, John Ritter. God, you name it. It's like pretty much a lot of people.
Jennifer
Will
Hewitt.
Patson's in it. Who else is it? Oh, the original Elvira lady's in it. I don't. She does like. And she's
There's
just
only
known
been
as
one
woman.
Dwyer.
Well, I mean, the original Vampira. What's her name?
What?
Milia
Elvira or Vampira?
They're
Vampira, the very
different.
first one from the old days, like 60s.
Okay, because you said Elvira
I
first.
know. I
No,
said
they're
they're all like basically playing off the same fucking person from this one girl that did Vampira.
no.
Really? You're telling me the Vampira girl who started it all, the one that's kind of like pissy with Elvira, and then go on to anyone else that wears black outfits that looks like what's her name from fucking Adam's Family, like
Yeah, but
Morticia.
you pretty much said that they're all the same.
I said
Yeah.
they stole the idea from her. That's what I
Okay,
said.
so is she then copying off the girl from Black Sunday that looks like that? Like Lance, you can keep going back and back and back, but no one is original. Elvira, don't you dare.
I'm not
Look
saying
Hmm.
at me and tell me the
I'm
original
sorry.
Elvira is not Cassandra Peterson.
No, no, not like that. But like the what's her name? I'm pretty sure it's the original
I don't know.
vampire.
She's a bitch anyways. I don't
Mila
like her.
Normie.
Yeah, she's in the movie as well.
And let me clarify, Cassandra Peterson's not a bitch. The girl who plays Vampire is a bitch.
I mean, I
Hmm.
have heard that before a lot of times, and but yeah, but I mean,
Y'all
this
need to
movie.
see her without that wig. I don't know.
I just saw
Mhm.
her now. It's pretty.
Well, she's dead, so
Yeah, yeah.
I
She
can.
actually died in like 2008. Yeah.
Hmm.
But I was pretty impressed with this idea of movies. So this is definitely a movie I want to kind of see with Billy Zane as well because he's the main person in the movie, the thief, and I think he did it while he was doing Titanic or in the process of the 6 months
Okay.
into the
I mean,
Titanic.
that sounds interesting. I'd be down to watch it.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
it's
whether
only an hour
you,
and 30 minutes. So
yeah, but whether you love or hate this movie for Demon Knight, I would say, Lance, you didn't mention that Billy Zane, this is one of his favorite movies that he's in.
oh
One of
yeah,
his
no,
favorite
no,
characters he
he thought
plays.
that he had
So,
the most free ability to do what he wanted to do. That like he was able to like kind of like take his acting to different levels of freedom. Like most actors had to stick by a certain thing. I think the director was basically kind of like, yeah, go ahead, do it. If it works, it works. What I mean, like I saw a thing with him and Billy Zane talking. The director was da 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 da. I totally forgot his name.
the director, there's three directors for this. Ethan Reif, Cyrus Voris, and Mark Bishop. And this almost became a full moon picture, Mikey. I don't know if you knew that
I
before
did not.
Universal
I
got it.
wonder if it would have even gone to theaters if it did that.
Well, Charles Band didn't want to pay for it,
Oh,
basically.
it
Well,
was
I,
too
I don't want to
much.
say Charles Band didn't want to pay for it, but from what I was researching, there was budgetary constraints with Full Moon, so and it ended up in limbo until Universal got their hands on it.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was funny because the practical effects. I guess they changed what they were going to look like, the demons, and even though the time frame of the movie hadn't changed, they still had to do what they needed to do to make the demons the way they were in that same time frame, even though they had lost a lot of time because they switched the idea of what they wanted them to look like after they already had okayed it.
Yeah, I mean, there's two versions of the script, and there's one that doesn't have demons in it at all.
Yeah, I think it's the one they were doing initially, and that's why when they switched it to demons, they're like, shit.
Well, it's called Demon Knight, and they realize they can't call a movie Demon Knight and not have any demons in it. Like,
Yeah, that's silly.
so, I mean, and that's the thing. Tom Holland was supposed to direct this, and he actually did preliminary sketches, but it went direct to he decided to do another movie instead. And then the script went up with the Pumpkinhead screenwriter. He kept it for a while, and then because they were like planning this, they wrote it in the 80s. Like this was like I think in 86.
The actual movie itself, not
Yeah. Like
just from the script.
yeah, the script. So, and then they wanted Mary Lambert to do it for who did Pet Cemetery, but because she bombed on Pet Cemetery 2, they took it away from her.
Dude, that just shows you again, women when they do directing, if you don't fucking knock it out of the park, it's like it sucks that they get pigeonholed because a lot of men could do the same thing and not get fucking
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
the sad thing about that, and Pet Cemetery 2 is another one that everybody loves now, but hated back then. So I think it was people's attitudes in the 90s, and that's why everyone says that horror in the 90s like was not at its peak. Like it dipped in what it was. But if you watch the In Search of Darkness documentary for the 90s films, at least from 91 to 94, because the second half isn't out yet. But like you can see that there is a lot of great filmmaking, a lot of great horror films that came up, a lot of different kinds of horror films and things. The thing about it is that people were not ready for that type of horror, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not mainstream enough to where they can get it. So a lot of horror films like Silence of the Lambs, for example, were like classified under thriller so that the horror genre wouldn't like tank the movie.
Yeah. Or do you think that 90s film, we kind of like it because we started watching those every
Mhm.
Tuesday at Blockbuster. You go and you see these movies that were not as low budget as they are now. Anyone can make a movie and put it on Tubi these days, but like you would go to Blockbuster and see these. As horror fans, we would just watch whatever horror was out there. And so we
Mhm.
kind of like had like more of a slope of this kind of content where if you're just watching whatever comes in theaters, you watch, for example, what's a popular 80s horror movie like The Exorcist, I thought 70s or whatever. You watch The Exorcist, you watch The Omen, and all of a sudden you watch Demon Knight, and it's like such a huge contrast in like
Yeah.
campiness. But we kind of had or we were building our threshold with these little low budget movies that kind of did something similar because now that these movies are so available with all this stuff, people are more okay with watching higher camp or just
Mhm.
more camp. Um, And also shout out to Colobos from the 90s. I like that movie.
Oh yeah, we did that on the show. Rewind
We
back. It
did.
was what did we used to call it? Our thing with you
Oh,
and me,
Call Your
Mikey.
Girlfriend.
Call your girlfriend. Yes, that was a call your girlfriend episode here on Slashers podcast. So
That's funny.
if you wanna run back to that one, that was a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like we're just coming to the end here. Everybody been pretty much like Demon Knight. I guess second time for you, Mikey. First time for you, Aid. I mean, pretty much we'll watch it again if it came on. Never again. How do you feeling?
Oh, I think it's a great rewatch. Especially if you've seen it already. It's one of those you can put on and decorate the house for Halloween, make spooky cocktails, finger blast
Mhm.
yourself to Billy Zane.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, it's currently streaming on Shudder right now, everyone. So if you have Shudder, make sure you watch it if you haven't seen it. But that we spoiled the whole fucking thing for you. I'm so sorry. But no, it's really good. I'm really sad that I didn't watch this sooner because, and I think I probably hadn't watched it before because it was a Tales from the Crypt movie. So,
Oh,
and then but it will pleasantly surprise you if you're looking for something a little bit more elevated. The gore is great. Again, it is a little dated, but it's the 90s. Who cares? Enjoy it for what it is. And there's a lot of fun people in it. So it's a good time.
Agreed.
all right. Well, that being said, that's a wrap on this week's episode. Want to see our faces while we ramble and figure out what my word of the week is? Check out our video cast over at youtube.com/slashers dot. Well, no dot at the end of that. Sorry, guys. I'm reading this shit. I'm trying to read it nicely so I don't get made fun of.
No one's making
Plus,
fun of you, Lance.
our bi-monthly deep dives into all things hard nerdy on the Comic Chop, only on YouTube. A hot collab with Slashers Podcast and much ado about nerding. Exclusive content or just can't get enough of us? Join us on Patreon for monthly exclusives, reviews, bonus episodes, and some killer new perks. Head over to patreon.com/slasherspod. That's all one thing. Sorry, folks, again. And become part of the band. Street Team. Want to rock some slasher swag? Our merch is available on Redbubble. Wear your support loud and proud. slasherspod.redbubble.com. You want to join the conversation? We're hanging out on Instagram at slasherspod for everything pod related. Mutant Goons from Beyond for all things weird and wonderful. Want to yell at us directly? Mostly me, probably, I'm sure. You can find us on social media. Aid at Pathologically Aid. Mike Key.
That's me.
At Horror and a Half Show. And me at Zombie versus Hate. That's VS, folks, just in case you don't know what verse means.
That's not what
And
verse means in my community.
wow. And if you can't figure out the double box known as Instagram, then find us on Facebook. Come chill in the Mutant Goons from Beyond group for all the chaos. A big thanks to our amazing Patreons. This is going to be Josh Gunn, Dinosaurs Will Always Be Awesome, Lorraine Ellis, Kevin Leamy, Vladimir Lewis, Leslie Thurman, Cam, Gail, hi Mom, and Press Eject. If you want to join them, head over to patreon.com/slasherspod and become part of the horror family. Just saying. As always, thanks for listening. And remember, folks, stay spooky. I made it, folks. You heard
Beautiful,
it decently
Lance.
well this time. Not too many
Beautiful.
flubs.
That was perfect, Lance. Goodbye.
Just
goodbye.
like you. Goodbye.
Aw.
Don't die.
Aw.
Bye.
You're a recording aid.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.